Welcome to Kendra's Artistic Crochet Designs. And today we are going to finish our Christmas tree diamond. And we ended up with row 25, and that means there's 25 squares here. We're going to chain one and turn. So we have a new way of starting our row, starting with row 26. We are just going to slip stitch in the first two stitches, and then in the third stitch you're going to make your square, which is that single crochet into doubles. Okay. And then we need to put three three blue in, and there's one. On the second blue, we're going to bring up this white and bring with us, because we're going to need that. There's two. And three. All right, and then we are needing our white next. So we're going to put one white in. All right, and then we need three blue, but we're going to carry this white with us because we're going to need that white later on. So there's one, two, and three. All right, and then we need our green. Nope. Yes, we need three green next. Oh, wait a minute. It's four blue. Sorry. We've got three blue. We need one more blue. It's four blue after that white. And now we need three green. So there's one, two, and three. And then we need a pink. That yellow is still connected. All right, hang on a second. We need a pink, a dark blue, no yellow in this row. So let's cut the yellow off. All right, we're going to connect this pink, and we need a pink next here. And then we're going back to our green, and we need three green again. That purple. All right, so 3 green. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And then we need a dark blue. And then 2 green. All right, and then we need to go over to our white. And we need to put a white in. And then 3 blue and a green will finish off this row. All right, and then we're going to put our green in. Now, we used to end the row right up here. We are now going to end the row here from now on at the end down below the green. So it's the last blue one of the row that we're ending each row in. So we're just going to put in our green right here, and then we're going to slip stitch to this next stitch right there, and then it's done. And so in row 26 you should have 24 squares. We are going to start going down by 1 now instead of going up by 1. So we're going to chain 1 and turn for row 27, and this is the way you'll start your row every time now until your square is finished. So we are going to slip stitch in the first 2, and then in that third one we're going to make our square with our green. And then we need 5 blue, so I don't think we need that white, or do we? Yeah, I guess we are going to need white. All right, so we need 5 blue next. So there's 1, 2, 3, In this fourth one, we're going to bring this weight with us. We'll need that later. All right, and now we need 2 green. One and 2. And then 1 light green. Did I do that right? Oh, nope, I didn't. We only got 4 blue here. I need 5. All right. So we need another blue before we can go any further. And then we need 2 green. And then we need a light green, which is this one. It doesn't look like we're putting the pink. Hang on a second. Light green, yellow. Just a light green and yellow. Okay, so let's cut off this blue and this pink. We're not going to need those. We've got to put our light green in. And then we need 3 green. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And then we need a yellow. And then we need 2 green. and then one blue, one white. And then we need 5 blue and a green to finish off this row. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And here's our green right at the edge of this blue, this last blue one. We'll put the green in. And there is row 27 done. And you should have 23 squares because it goes down by 1. All right, so we got purple and red, no white. So let's cut off this white because we're not going to use white in the next row. And the green and yellow we can cut off too. All right, so row 28, we're going to chain 1 and turn and split stitch in the first 2 and then start our square in that 3rd stitch. So we're starting out with green, and then we need 2 blue, 7 blue. It's 7 blue, not 2. Say that didn't make sense. All right, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, and then we need 1 purple. So let's bring in a purple next. and 3 green, so there's 1, 2, and 3. And then we need a red. And then 2 green. And and then we need 6 blue and a green to finish off this row. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we're going to put our green right here and slip stitch there. All right. So there you go. That is row 28. Row 29, chain 1 and turn. And we're going to start out the same way we've been doing since we've done row 26. Starting out with our green. And we are needing 6 blue. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Dark blue. We need 2 green next. down from the bottom. Okay, that one I must have did backwards. So now let's hang on a second. 29. One, two, three, 6, 7. Okay, it's 7 blue. 2. Okay, I miscounted. All right, so this is actually 7 blue. Go back, take those off. Let's say that didn't make sense. So I need one more blue. I've got 6 here. And then we're going to put 2 green in. All right, and then we need a dark blue. And then 3 green. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And then 6 blue and a green should finish off this row. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then we go to our green, finish it off. All right, there's row 29 finished. And I'm going to cut some of these off. And then we cut off that blue one too, because we won't need that anymore either. All right. So we're going to go to row 30. In row 30, you should be down to 20 squares. We're going to start out with our green. And then we need 5 blue. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we need 2 green. Yep, I got 5. All right. So there's 1, and 2. All right, and then we need a pink one. All right, and then we need 2 green again. Oh, and the yeah, okay. So 2 green and then 2 blue. And then we need a white. A white, and then 3 blue, and another white. So we're going to take this white with us. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And then we'll bring the white back. And put another white here. And then we just need 1 blue and 1 green, and that'll finish off the row. And there we go. And like I said, this row she showed 20 squares in it. And looks like we're finishing up the Christmas tree. All right, so row 31, we're going to start out with our green. And then we need 9 blue. But on the second blue, bring up the white and bring it with us. So there's 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then we need a green. We need 2 green actually. Come on. And then a red. One, 2. And then we're going to bring this red in. And then we need 3 blue. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Then we need a white. And then we need 1 blue and 1 green. And that'll finish off this row. Alright, so there is row 31. And we will be back for row 32 in a moment. Alright, so 32. We're going to start out with our green. And then we need 4 blue. So there's one, and on this second blue, we're going to bring up that white and bring it with us. There's 2. Three, and 4. Then we need our green, and we need 2 green next. One, and 2. And then we're going back to our blue, and we need 7 blue next. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then this is where we have our white. So we'll go to our white and put 1 white here. And then we need 2 blue and a green to finish off this row. And that is row 32. Row 33. We'll start out with our green. There's no white in this row, so we're going to cut this white out. Starting with our green. 1 green, and then 11 blue. So there's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. This is 11. All right, and now we need 2 yellow. So let's bring in our yellow. So there's 1. And 2. All right, and then back to our blue. We need 2 blue and a green. Yeah, 2 blue and a green to finish off this row. So there's 1. And 2. And there we go. So there is 33 done. 34 is next. Starting out with our green. And then we need 2 blue. And then 1 yellow. 1. And 2. Then we'll go to our yellow here. Put 1 yellow in. And then we'll go back to our blue. And we need 6 blue. So there's 2, 3. Oh, goodness gracious, wait a minute. Should look that yellow behind. I don't want to take that yellow with me. Just the green we're bringing with us. So there's 3. 4. 5. And 6. And then we need a white. And then 4 blue and a green should finish off the row. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then here's our green to finish it off. Alright, and that is row 34 finished. Chain 1 and turn for 35. We're going to start out with our green, and we're going to put 7 blue in. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and this 5th one right here, we're going to bring up this white with us. So there's 5, 6, and 7. All right, and now we need our white. One white here. And two blue. Leave that white there. So there's one. And two. And then two yellow. And then one blue and one green to finish off the row. Oh, wait a minute. Forgot to switch over to the green. One blue, one green. All right, and that is row 35, and you should be down to 15 squares in row 35. So row 36 is really easy. We're going to cut off the white and the yellow. You won't need either one of those. We're only down to 3 colors now. All right, so what we're going to do in row 36 is you're going to do green, 1 green, 12 blue, and a green. And in row 37 is a green, 11 blue, and a green. And then we'll be back for row 38 after that. And so I'll let you guys do those 2 rows yourselves. All right, so this is what 36 and 37 should look like. All right, it's just the blues in between the greens. We're going to chain 1 and turn for 38, and we'll start out with our green. And then we need 8 blue, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, now we're going to bring in the this white and put a white in there. And then we're going to finish off this row by putting one blue and one green in. All right, row 39. So chain one and turn. We're going to start out with our green. And this time we need 7 blue. All right, and then on this second blue, we're going to bring up this white and bring it with us. We're going to need that later. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then we need to bring in the white and put a white next. And then we need to finish off this row by putting one blue and one green in, just like we finished off the last row, same way. And there we go. And so that's 39 rows, and that's what it should look like. So we will be back in a moment for row 40. Okay, so row 40, we're going to start out with our green. In row 40, you're going to have 10 squares by the end of this row. All right, so we're going to go with 3 blue next. And on this second blue, we're going to bring up this white and bring it with us. So there's 2 and 3. And the next square is white. And then 1 blue and one white again. And then we're going to finish off this row by putting 2 blue and a green. Alright, and that's what it should look like. Now, row 41, 42, 43, and 45, 4. You're just putting blues. We're going to cut off this white, as a matter of fact. We're just putting the blues in between the greens. So I will see you for row 45, which changes a bit. So 41, 42, 43, and 44, just put the blues in between the greens. And I'll see you for row 45. So row 41, just to go over it, we had 1 green, 7 blue, and 1 green. Row 42, we had 1 green, 6 blue, and 1 green. And row 43, we had 1 green, 5 blue, and 1 green. Row 44 is 1 green, 4 blue, and 1 green. Now, row 45. And in row 45, you should be down to 5 squares. So we are going to start out with our green. And we need 1 more snowflake. And we're going to do 1 blue, 1 white, 1 blue. So it's 1 green, 1 blue, 1 white, 1 blue, 1 green for 45. And you will have 5 squares. So we'll bring in this white one more time. And there we go. Now for 46, you will have 1 green, 2 blue, and a green. And 47 is 1 green, 1 blue, and a green. And we'll be back for 48 next. Alright, so this is what 46 and 47 look like. And then we're going to, I already cut off that white at the end of row 45. So we cut off the blue. We don't need that blue anymore. We're going to chain 1 and turn for 48. And in row 48, all you need is 2 green. And then row 49 is just one green. So you still need to slip stitch up here. And then chain one, and we can cut that off. Alright, and so let's see what our Christmas tree looks like. Here we go. There's our Christmas tree. Beautiful Christmas tree. Now all we gotta do is tie down all the ends and then do your border. And I would go to, in October, we did the first diamond we did in October was the jack-o'-lantern diamond, and go back to that diamond to see how we did the border. So the border is the same every time. So all you gotta do is go back and repeat that border, and then your diamond will be done. So I hope you guys had a lot of fun making this Christmas tree with me. I want to thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and bye bye now.